Have you ever wondered what will happen in 10 quintillion years from now? A question that may seem too vast to even comprehend, but isn't that the beauty of our human curiosity? The desire to know, to understand, to predict what lies ahead, no matter how distant or unfathomable it may seem. Let's embark on a journey not of miles or kilometers, but of time. An unimaginable span of time that stretches beyond our human comprehension, beyond the age of our universe, into the realm of 10 quintillion years from now, a number so large it's almost poetic in its enormity. Time, as we understand it, is a concept that has fascinated and puzzled mankind for millennia. It's a constant dance between the past, the present, and the future. But when we talk about such a colossal stretch of time, we must step away from our everyday perception. We must look beyond seconds, minutes, hours, days, or even centuries. We must venture into a realm where time is measured not in the flicker of a single human life, but in the lifespan of stars, galaxies, and perhaps even the universe itself. As we stand on the precipice of this vast, temporal expanse, we're guided by our current scientific understanding. The laws of physics, the observations of astronomy, the theories of cosmology, all serve as our compass, leading us into this uncharted territory. But remember, these are predictions, educated guesses based on our current knowledge and understanding. The future, as always, holds the potential for surprises and discoveries that could reshape our understanding in ways we can't even begin to imagine. So, what does science predict about the future? What will happen in 10 quintillion years from now? Will the stars still shine? Will galaxies still spin in their cosmic dance? Or will the universe be a vastly different place, unrecognizable to our current understanding? Are we ready to dive into the world of tomorrow, to embark on this mysterious journey into the unimaginable future? Let's find out. Let's dive into the world of tomorrow. Imagine a universe with no stars, only darkness. Sounds scary, right? Yet this is the inevitable fate of the cosmos. Stars, the luminous celestial bodies that have fascinated us since the dawn of time, are not eternal. They live, they shine, and eventually they die. The life of a star is one of constant transformation, burning brightly as they convert hydrogen into helium in their cores through a process called nuclear fusion. This process releases an immense amount of energy, causing the star to shine. But what happens when a star exhausts its fuel, when there's no hydrogen left to burn? Well, it's like running out of gas in the middle of a road trip. The star's core begins to contract under its own gravity, and this contraction heats up the core, making it hot enough to start burning helium. The helium burning phase is shorter and hotter than the hydrogen burning phase. This causes the star to expand, becoming a red giant. However, the end is nearing. As the helium in the core is used up, the star begins to collapse under its own gravity once again. This time, the core gets so hot and dense that it starts to burn carbon, but this phase is even shorter and hotter than the helium burning phase. Eventually, the star exhausts all its fuel. It can't fight against gravity anymore, and it collapses one last time. This catastrophic event triggers a supernova explosion, a brilliant final act of a star's life. The star's outer layers are blown off into space, leaving behind only a dense core. Depending on the size of the star, this core can become a white dwarf, a neutron star, or a black hole. The death of a star is not only a spectacle, it's also a key player in the evolution of the universe. The materials expelled by dying stars are recycled, becoming the building blocks for new stars and planets. So, with no stars, what happens to the galaxies? With no stars, galaxies as we know them will cease to exist. This is a startling thought, isn't it? But it's a reality that awaits us in the distant future, about 10 quintillion years from now. In the cosmic ballet of the universe, stars play a crucial role. They are the glue that holds galaxies together. Their immense gravitational pull keeps planets, asteroids, and other celestial bodies in check, maintaining the intricate balance of the universe. But what happens when the stage lights, the stars, begin to dim and eventually go out? Picture this: a universe without stars. It's a dark, silent, and profoundly vast void. With no stars to exert their gravitational influence, galaxies would lose their structural integrity. They would slowly start to disintegrate, their spiral arms unwinding, their globular clusters scattering into the cosmic void. This process wouldn't happen overnight, of course. It would take billions upon billions of years, but eventually, the galaxies we know and love, the Milky Way, Andromeda, all of them would unravel and fade away into the cosmic dark. But it's not only the galaxy's structure that's at stake here. Stars are also the universe's primary source of energy. They fuse hydrogen into helium, producing light and heat in the process. Without them, the universe would plunge into a deep freeze, a state known as the heat death. And what about the supermassive black holes at the heart of each galaxy? Well, they too would eventually evaporate, courtesy of a process known as Hawking radiation. This would take an unimaginably long time, even in cosmic terms, but it would happen eventually. With the disintegration of galaxies, the universe would become a vastly different place. It's a future that's hard to envision, a universe stripped of the familiar cosmic landmarks that have guided us for millennia. It's a sobering thought, a testament to the impermanence of everything, even the universe itself. So, with no galaxies, what happens to the universe itself? It's a question that leads us further down the rabbit hole into a world beyond our comprehension, a world we'll explore in the next scene. Stay tuned. A universe devoid of stars and galaxies eventually leads us to the Big Freeze. The Big Freeze, a stark and chilling term, paints a picture of a universe in its final stages. As the universe expands, it cools and slows down, leading us into a long, enduring winter that will last for an eternity. This isn't a winter like we've experienced on Earth, nor is it a simple drop in temperature. This is the ultimate freeze, the cessation of all movement and energy. The concept of the Big Freeze is based on the second law of thermodynamics, which states that entropy or disorder always increases. As the universe expands, energy is distributed more thinly, stars burn out, galaxies drift apart, and all forms of energy gradually dissipate until there's no more energy left to drive the processes that create heat and light. This is when we reach a state of maximum entropy, a state of perfect disorder where all energy is evenly distributed and there's no more potential for change. It's a far-off future, one that's almost impossible to comprehend. 10 quintillion years from now, the universe will be a vastly different place. It's an unimaginably long time, so far into the future that it's difficult to even grasp its enormity. The universe, once teeming with stars and galaxies, will have transformed into a cold, dark, and quiet place. In this future, there will be no more stars to light up the sky, no more galaxies to explore, no more energy to fuel life as we know it. The universe will essentially be in a state of hibernation, a cosmic slumber from which it will never awaken. This prediction, though stark, is based on our current understanding of the laws of physics. As we continue to explore and learn, our picture of the universe's future might change. But for now, the Big Freeze stands as the most widely accepted theory for the ultimate fate of the universe. So the universe ends not with a bang, but with a freeze. 10 quintillion years from now, the universe as we know it will be unrecognizable. This phrase alone is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. We've journeyed through the death of stars, the end of galaxies, and the chilling Big Freeze. Now we find ourselves in a world beyond our comprehension, an era where our universe is unrecognizable and alien to our current understanding. We've explored the concept of stars, those celestial bodies that light up our night sky, eventually dying out, leaving behind only remnants of their once glorious existence. We've delved into the possibility of galaxies, vast cosmic structures composed of billions of these stars, slowly fading away, their light extinguished, leaving nothing but darkness in their wake. And then there's the Big Freeze, a theory that suggests the universe will continue to expand until it reaches a state of maximum entropy, a state of absolute cold, where all life as we know it ceases to exist. This concept alone is mind-boggling, challenging our understanding of life, existence, and the universe itself. But remember, these predictions are based on our current understanding of physics and the universe. They're not set in stone. As our knowledge expands, so too might these theories evolve and change. Who knows, maybe in the future we'll discover new laws of physics, or find evidence that challenges these notions. Our universe is a vast, mysterious place, full of wonders and secrets waiting to be discovered. So, while the future may seem bleak and daunting, it's also full of potential. It's a constant reminder of how small we are in the grand scheme of things, and how much there is still left for us to learn and explore. It's a testament to our innate curiosity, our desire to understand the world around us, and our relentless pursuit of knowledge. The future is a mysterious journey full of unknowns, but one thing is certain, it's a journey that will keep us wondering and exploring for as long as we exist.